working the way through Wallsburg, Utah. It's been a long time since I've been through Wallsburg, and man, it is so beautiful. This nice little valley kind of in between, you know, Provo and Heber is just beautiful. All this amazing farmland and really neat. One of the best things you can do to keep your kids happy on trips like this, stop frequently, let them get out, let them do some exploring. Even though we've only been on the dirt for a little bit, I just wanted them to get out. This is a good time while I air down for them to explore and just have some fun, get out some energy, and it really helps improve how much they enjoy these types of adventures. Right now, this trail has been much rougher than I thought. It's not technical by any means, but it's pretty rocky. I assumed that it would be kind of just a, you know, fast-flowing forest road, but it's fairly narrow and, you know, pretty rocky. But good thing about that is usually it means roads like that aren't very busy. So we've seen one side-by-side, but nothing else. It just feels so right to be back in the mountains. It's so interesting because I really do love the desert, and it has such like a, the desert has such like a majesty to it. It's so unique and beautiful and vast. And so for me, the desert's kind of like, I don't know, new territory slash vacation. But I grew up in the mountains in a small mountain community, and so anytime I'm in the mountains around trees and rivers and streams, things like that, it just feels like home to me. So while I do love exploring in the desert, and it does feel a little bit more like exotic and like a vacation, in the mountains just feels like home. I was mountain built, and it just feels right. We had to veer off of the planned route because the trail I had planned on going to only had ATV and dirt bikes on the signs. Typically, if they allow full-size vehicles on it, they'll put a Jeep sign on as well. They didn't have a Jeep sign with an X out of it, so I wasn't positive if I could go on it or not. So, and from looking at my mapping, I couldn't tell. So we have veered off and are heading on a little bit different route. We'll end up back where we wanted to at Strawberry Reservoir anyways, but wanted to make sure that we were on a trail that we were supposed to be on, and this is clearly you know, a road that can handle any size vehicle. Still really pretty, and it's pretty graded, so we're able to, you know, make up a little bit of time that we missed out on earlier with the, you know, rocky trail leading up to here. After several closed roads, I think we finally found a way down to the lake that'll allow us to get back on the dirt where we wanted. This will give us a nice little spot to pull off and have some lunch. Couple out of it. Just finished up eating some quick lunches, and now we're just at a little place down by the lake that we can throw rocks in, throw the stick in for Molly. Gonna hang out here for a little bit before jumping back on the trail, trying to find a place this evening to camp. Molly. Oh, the wind took it. Forget it. Good girl. Good girl. Come here, good girl. Come here, good girl. Oh, you're so good. Even when you're old, you're so good at this, huh? It's getting pretty old. It's over 10 now. Good job, girl. Good girl. A big portion of what I had planned today was going through this trail that was marked. Unfortunately, it looks like it goes through private property and they have a gate up, so now I'm gonna backtrack a little bit, get back into the mountains back here, and then see if I can't find another route through. We'll see.
Set myself aside, lead the way on this drive. If you don't know the way, we can stop and make a change. I know we walk for days, losing hope, fading love. This night will be okay, waking up to another day.
Think that I know who this is. Let's see if it ends up being who I think it is. It is Emmy. How's it going? I saw the FJ coming down the road, and I was like, that can't be Emmy and her husband. How's it going?
Good, and yourself?
It was Eric, yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's the right color. I was coming off the hill up there.
Oh, when you were up there, you saw the park too?
Yeah, I saw it, and I was like, that looks like the right color, and I knew that you had the bibby, so I was like, I'll just see if it's them, and sure enough, it is. Well, this was so awesome. I was coming down the road, and I saw this FJ, and it's kind of a unique color. I thought, man, that looks like Emmy's FJ. And then I saw the trailer, and I knew that she had a trailer, so I figured it had to be them. So I wanted to come by, and they were wondering who's rolling up on me. But once I jumped out, they knew who I was, and it was fun getting to chat with them. I haven't seen them since we did the trip up at the sun tunnels over the winter. So we've just been getting caught up, seeing what they've been up to, and swapping stories. It was really, really fun. Glad I got to see them. 2-track, hoping there's a nice little spot for us to camp down at the end of this. We'll see. I like it, this'll do. Someone left a spool up here, which I'm going to use as a table. One of the things that I love about this life is you get to decide to be who you want to be, the type of person that you want to be. So when you're thinking about the type of person that you want to be, choose to not be the type of person that brings a spool into the mountains, fills it full of beer cans, and leaves it there. So we're going to use it as a table, and I'll clean out all the beer cans and put them in the Trasharoo. But the thing is, where we're at up here, you need a pickup truck or a trailer to get rid of that thing. Just don't do stuff like that. This is such a beautiful area. We don't need it. So some of you guys have been asking what my feelings are so far on the Falken Wildpeaks, and they have been absolutely fantastic. Now, I don't like to give like full reviews on things until I've tried them for a lot longer than I've had these. I picked these up in the winter. It's only June, so they've only got, they've got several thousand miles on them, some pretty hard miles, and they've held up great, but we're still really early in it. So my plan is after the summer to kind of do like a overall first impressions, and then maybe in a year or so do more of a long-term review. But a couple of months in, I'm really happy. I've had them in the snow. They were fantastic. I've had them off-road. They've been fantastic. They're really, really quiet, especially compared to the mud terrain that I was running before. So I really like that. And overall on the pavement, they feel really nice as well. So overall, I couldn't be more pleased with them so far. And the same goes for the AEV 2.5-inch lift that I put on the Jeep. It has been unbelievable. In fact, it's like driving a totally different vehicle now that I have that. Now, my old suspension was hammered, so it's really no surprise that this is way better, but I just love how comfortable it is. It's great off-road. The performance I think there is really solid, but where I actually think this lift shines more than anything is on the pavement. The way that it makes the Jeep handle is absolutely amazing. It's really, really comfortable. The steering's really firm and just feels really nice. Jeeps kind of have a little bit of a wander effect to them just in general, and I feel like the suspension is just really, really tight. I really like it. Articulation and stuff is good. I'm not a rock crawler, so I'm not pushing those angles of it really, really hard, but I take on some tough trails, and so far the tires and the lift kit, which I basically put on at the same time, have both held up extremely well and have been a purchase that I've been so happy with. So really looking forward to testing them a bunch more this summer in the mountains and things like that. Overall, really happy, excited to see how they perform longer term. These Plano boxes continue to be absolutely fantastic. I've been using them for a long time now. I've got 3 of them now, and they're just great for holding gear. They do well. This is my one that doesn't have the dust seal or water seal in there. We've been on very dusty roads, and you can see there's a little bit of dust that's got in, but not bad considering how fine the dust is out here, and the fact that we've been on dirty roads for, well, this trip and the one before, close to 300 miles in combination, and really nothing in there. Pretty happy with that so far. So got the stove here, propane tanks, things like that. I'm going to start getting some dinner going. Get a little bit of cheese on it. But today, after we eat, maybe we'll shoot the BB gun or something. You got time to.
Tomorrow we're going home.
Well, tomorrow night. No seasoning like hunger. When you're hungry, just about anything will taste good. A couple of years ago, my brother Mike gave me this little Bear River CO2 powered BB gun. And honestly, it's been one of the most used guns I've ever had. It's compact, so I can bring it with us everywhere we go. We can shoot it in a lot of places that you couldn't shoot a traditional gun. And I like it because it's pretty safe. I'm able to teach the kids, you know, some nice gun safety, things like that without, you know, too much risk. And it's a little bit of fun. So we're going to have a little bit of, you know, target practice, and then maybe I'll shoot something that's a tiny bit bigger. So it's really basic. It just, you know, you can put, I don't know, maybe 25 BBs in this little clip that just goes in the bottom, and then you're all set to go. Here's our little range. Why are you going to go down and tell us what stuff's worth? Jackson, I'm tipping that over.
All of these bottles are 1 point.
Okay. You can just point from down there. I can see it.
Yeah. The Gatorade bottles are 25?
25, yep.
25 or 38.
Will help. Oh, there you go. A little
Oh,
hot.
I shot it! I actually shot it!
Okay, come back. Okay, remember, you don't go, you're going to shoot through all the bullets first, and then we'll go look at what you hit. We don't go down there until we're done. Need help? Ooh, shot low.
Yeah, try to get it.
Oh, got it. Good job. There we go. Okay, let's get in for some of the... There we go.
But you didn't shoot it.
Wait. There you go. That went right through.
I hit that one 2 times.
Good job.
I hit the 40.
Stop throwing the dirt, son. Left plate. Got it. Mountain Dew can. Whoop. There we go. There we go. Out. Can you believe this view? Absolutely stunning. This is just a little short walk from camp, looking down the mountain, and you see all these big, beautiful mountain ridges out in front of me, the sun going down behind them. Man, this is what exploring is all about, you guys. This is what I live for with this stuff. I cannot get enough of it. I come up here and just taking in the serenity of this and just soaking in this huge, vast mountain range is beautiful and humbling and absolutely incredible. And there's so much of it that I haven't explored. I'm just like, I'm looking down into this valley, and literally this valley that's down below me, the only way that you could get into it is by hiking. And man, I want to come back up and hike it down at some time, because there's just so much wilderness down there that is completely undiscovered. Really, really incredible. Sun's going down. It's getting late. Probably need to start setting up beds and getting the boys getting ready to get settled in. I love summer. Just having this extra amount of daylight. It's still quite light. It's, you know, getting close to 9 o'clock, and get out and explore. This is close to home for me. There's something similar close to home for you. Just get out and go check it out. Today's been really slow moving. A couple of the trails that we wanted to go on, we couldn't. There was one trail that I was planning on going on that was a private road. But you know what? It doesn't matter. None of that matters, because I'm out here experiencing this.